How much can you make selling individual sports cards on eBay? And I don't mean opening 500 hobby boxes trying to find the best card to sell. I mean you buy retail blaster packs or hanger boxes, or you're buying out someone's collection maybe. Anything like that where you're trying to sell what I would call low-level to mid-tier cards, a lot of base cards, a lot of common inserts. How much money can you make doing that, and is it a reliable way to have a side hustle, have some extra income? I would not recommend quitting your job or going all in on sports cards if you don't have an existing resale business, but as someone who's been reselling on eBay for a long time, over the past year, after putting in a concerted effort into my sports card singles business, and I sell some Pokemon cards too, but mostly it's sports cards, football, and hockey cards. That's what I like to collect the most. I have actually made between like $500 and $3,000 a month, depending on how much inventory I have and how good the cards I have are, and just like what time of year it is, because there's a lot of seasonality to it. We're going to go over some of the basics of this, some information I think you should know if you want to pursue this, some pitfalls to avoid, and just some general ideas about how much money you can expect to make after how much you invest. And of course, this is not a one-size-fits-all video, but it's going to be indicative of my experience. And if you're someone with no exposure to this, I think it's a good perspective that you can use to build your own. My name is Blake. Thank you for watching. This channel is dedicated to resale tutorial type videos. And so if you like that kind of stuff, please watch some other videos, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let me know you're here and what your goals are as someone who wants to pursue resale. First thing that I want to really bring up is how you start this eBay singles sports card business. I'll say single cards because it can be anything really. So the big game changer happened a few years ago when eBay began allowing sellers to ship their cards USPS with tracking for 53 cents. That's what it costs now. It was a little bit less back then. By allowing the cheapest a card can be shipped for, from first class mail down to USPS standard envelope, you allowed sellers like myself to make like $3 more per card, which does not seem like a lot of money individually, and it's not. I mean, that's, 2 tacos at Taco Bell, less than that in 2022. Thank you, inflation. But in volume, those $3 per card extra you can make really do add up. So I sold thousands of cards for under $10. Probably, thousands of cards under $5. Mostly what I sell a card for, if it's a single base card or a low-level insert, and low-level insert would be like a score insert that you get in every pack. Or to use an example from like hockey cards, like an Upper Deck Young Guns of some no-name who's not really that successful yet or will ever be successful in the league. Those kind of cards I would sell for like between $1.99 and $2.99 plus shipping. And that's not always what they're going to sell for at the end of the day, because there's discounts and because I do run markdowns. But when the card gets listed, that's the lowest I'll go. And I charge shipping on top of that. I charge 99-cent shipping per card, and that's to pay for the envelope, to pay for the transaction fee, to pay for the top loader, to pay for the penny sleeve, to pay for everything besides the card. Some people go lower than that. They try and only charge the bare minimum, which is like free shipping or 53 cents. I think that that's bad, because most people who want these base cards, they're not really price shopping that much. They're seeing, okay, it shows up. If someone wants, like, let's say, for example, a parallel I sold, Score 2020, Alec Ingold, who's a fullback for the Raiders, gold parallel. I had that card listed at $6.95, and you're thinking $6.95 for a fullback? Who's not a nobody, but just fullback is not a very, name 10 fullbacks in the league right now. Kyle Juszczyk, Alex Ingold, Ricard on the Ravens, Christian Wilkins, there's not a lot of fullbacks in the league, and so you would think it's kind of counterintuitive to list that card for so much. But the way you're going to make money selling these sports card singles is you're going to have cards that people want that no one else has. And so you're not trying to be the lowest deal. You're trying to offer the best service. So I let everyone know when I make a new listing now, this card ships in a penny sleeve and a top loader. It's in mint or near mint condition. Like, you're going to get a good card. Initially, when I started off, I was trying to be the lowest price in every player. And that was just a bad idea. I was shipping cards only in penny sleeves and cardboard mailers, and that was not damaging the card. But from like the person buying it, from their perspective, that looks really cheap. And so they did not see things the same way I saw them. And I can't force a buyer to like understand like, hey, I'm doing this to make the card cost 25 cents less. They just open their card and they go, oh, this could have been damaged. I'm mad. And then you risk negative feedback, and it's a bad situation you don't want to be in. So when you sell these base cards, you're going to make a lot of your money from lesser known, potentially fan favorite players. So like, again, to use football as an example, if you can get guys who don't score a lot of touchdowns, but have been on the team for a long time, guys who go past their rookie contract and they sign extensions, or guys who are, veterans who came back to the team, things like that, quarterbacks in general. I mean, you can sell any, like Derek Carr, for example. I sold a Derek Carr Prism draft picks 2021, I think was the year. Is that the year? Yeah, it was this year, this fall. Green parallel, or this spring, I mean. I had the card listed from March 2021 until yesterday, and it finally sold for $395, and that's a Prism base green parallel out of the mega boxes. I believe that's where they came from. Either a mega box or a hanger box. Is Derek Carr going to go down in history as one of the best quarterbacks ever? No. As one of the best quarterbacks of his era, I would put him like 7 to 12 probably, behind Rodgers, Brady, Mahomes, probably Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson probably, Kyler Murray. Who else is there? So that's already 8. So he's definitely not like one of the best in terms of overall skill. Do I think he could win a Super Bowl? Yeah, sure, probably. But like, you know what I'm saying is like, this is not a guy who people are rushing to buy unless you're a Fresno State fan, which there are a lot of them out there because they're in the middle of nowhere and they like their football there. Or if you're a Raiders fan, or maybe you're a Derek Carr fan, Carr family fan. That's how you're going to make back your money on retail packs. We've all seen the videos where someone goes out of their way to buy 15 boxes and they rip all the cards open and they're like, oh, this is worth nothing. None of these cards are worth selling. They're only worth $1 or whatever. I'm looking for like the, Justin Fields autograph, or I'm looking for like some huge case hit card that you're probably not going to get. That's just gravy. So like when I bought, I think 30 boxes of Prestige, either mega boxes or blaster boxes, and I pulled out 2 case hits, which is their portraits. I think it's called portraits. And I had a Kellen Mond, which is not worth that much at all, and Jamar Chase, which is like an awesome card. I have it listed at like $400 right now. It's a card that I think Jamar Chase is going to be a top 2 or 3 receiver in his class. I think it's going to be Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, and Jalen Waddle. Everyone else does too, not just me. So I'm holding on to that card for a long time. I don't want to rely on selling that card for $150 today to be profitable on all those cards I bought. So to make money off of these, one, you have to be aware that you're not only going for the big hits, you're making your money off the low-level, mid-tier cards. Now, how do you make money off of that is the next logical step, right? Well, we've already gone over how you have to make sure that you're providing a service, you're not being the lowest person out there. These cards are not a commodity so much as getting the person those cards as a service. Kind of think of it that way. Now, in order to optimize your service, you want to have a process in place. And that process is going to have 3 main elements: listing, storage, shipping. So when I list my cards, I make sure that I have all of the cards of a certain set together if I'm doing that. If I've bought out someone's collection, I just list them individually and have the cards sorted by player. But if I buy, like today, I'm going to buy some Upper Deck Series 1 2022 hockey cards. which are probably I'm not going to make much money on, but I like hockey cards and I want to see the new Red Wings players and all that good stuff. So I'm going to buy like probably 10 boxes, spend $400, and then list all the base cards on one variation listing on eBay, probably at 99 cents plus 99-cent shipping, with the exception of like Connor McDavid and like the main guys who I can maybe get like $3 or $4 or $5 for. I definitely, the guys who I think are going to be in the Hall of Fame, so like Tom Brady cards, guys who are like the GOAT, definitely, no conversation at all. I will not sell those cards for below $5. Even if it's a football score rookie Tom Brady, I will still list it at $4.99 plus shipping initially, because I know there's always a market for those players. The lesser guys, like someone like Marvin Jones, a wide receiver for the Lions over the past few years. He's with the Jaguars now. I think he's still there. Maybe he went somewhere else. I don't remember. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Someone like that card is not going to start off so high because the market is so much. Even though he's a guy who's played for over 10 years, they're just not the same thing. Even someone like Allen Robinson, who is he's like fourth overall maybe on the Chicago Bears catch list. Fact check me on that. I know he's really good. I know he's up there. His cards are not even at a premium. So for guys like that, you want to really focus on being in the $1 to $3 or $4 range. And of course, you're going to lower the price as months and years pass, because once a player's out of the league, if they were not all-pro caliber player, very few people want to collect them, with the exception being guys who went to small colleges. Occasionally, I'll still sell older cards of guys who went to small colleges. I think, who's an example of somebody who went to a small college? Nate Washington. Nate Washington went to a little college in Ohio. I forget the name of it, but it's a D2 school. Someone like that will always have a very small collector base. I store all my base cards that I'm going to just list for 99 cents, just raw, in these 3,000 card boxes. It's 4 or 5 rows. Just type in sports card box. You can buy them in 50 packs for $75. Individually, they're $15, but buy them in a bulk quantity, because if you want to do this seriously, by the end of a few years, you're going to have 15 or 25,000 cards for sale, which seems that's insane. But if your storage process is having individual players alphabetically listed and everyone else you're buying from retail or hobby boxes listed by set, by the number on the back of their card, it's really easy to find exactly who you want. What you don't want to do is spend 20 minutes looking for a $2 card. You have to be doing this where it's almost just you can do it without thinking in order to make decent money in terms of your hourly input. When you list the cards, it's really simple. Buy envelopes for a penny or two. You can get them in bulk for really cheap. Use a penny sleeve, use a top loader or a one-touch. Use painter's tape over the top of the card and to tape in place, and then print off your label using an inkjet printer. Unfortunately, there's no thermal option for sports card labels that I know of. If you do, please let me know in the comments. So it takes probably 4 minutes, from picking the card to getting it all done. But if you're making $2 a card and you are listing and shipping it and everything in 4 minutes, you're still making, $30 an hour, which again, not amazing money, but a reliable side hustle on the low end for anyone who wants to sell single cards like this. I hope this video was informative. Thank you for watching. Any comments that you want to have, any questions, please put them below, and I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as I see them. See you guys later.